Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Susan. Thank you for clicking on this video. It's all about me as a 57-year-old plus size woman testing out the latest trends. Primark is usually on trend and at those affordable prices. I've been teased seeing everybody else's hauls, so I had to go and see what I could pick up for myself. I am a size 18, size 20, sometimes a size 22 and 5'4" tall. In Primark, I'm usually an XL, probably sometimes a 2XL, and I didn't really find much in that 2XL size, so I picked up everything today in an extra large. That being said, let's see how they do fit and suit me. Right, let's delve into the bag, shall we? The first thing that caught my eye was this red cardigan. Wow, nothing screams Christmas more than a beautiful red cardigan, does it? So this is a really soft knit in this beautiful red fabric, and it's got sort of like a fluff to it, shall we say, inside, and just as much inside where it's really soft. Let's see the fabric composition. Sometimes people don't like wool, do they? So let's see. It is 52% polyester, 35% acrylic, 10% wool. So yes, if you're one of those people that can't tolerate wool, this may not be for you. I can feel it. It feels so soft, and I'm one of the lucky people that isn't affected by wool. It is a round sort of cowl neck, and it's actually quite a cropped sort of cardigan there. It's got these stitching where the sleeves have been set in, and then it goes down and to the cuff there, and a cuff at the end. Nice big chunky tortoiseshell buttons that will fit into those lovely buttonholes there. I picked this up in an XL. I'm a size 18-20, and it was only £13. Remember, this has got wool in, and it was only £13. Loving that. Right, this was the item that, wow, I could not believe the price for this duster coat in this beautiful, look at that khaki colour, and again it feels so soft, and I just think for the price it just looks so expensive. Got this really nice collar there. It fastens with just one big tortoiseshell button, and no padding, nothing in those sleeves there, but those sleeves certainly come down to a nice little cuff there. There is a back vent, it's still stitched up, and no faux pockets on the front, I'm afraid, though there is a pocket inside, so I wonder if they are stitched up too. Yes, they must be stitched up too, and I need to undo them. Yes, there is. So there is work in pockets, they're just still stitched down. It is such a beautiful coat, though I must admit they had this in like an oatmeal beige colour. They didn't have my size, and I think if they had, I would have been tempted to have picked that one up instead. Again, in an XL, £22. Appreciate it's not lined though the seams are quite nicely finished because they've been overlocked, and it's like a scuba fabric. Yes, I would call it like a scuba fabric, but for the quality, even this placket here has got some binding on. £22 is an absolute bargain. Love it. absolutely love it. So when I went in, I was actually looking more for cardigans and sort of like waistcoats and those tanks that have been hauled everywhere. They had a beautiful one from Rita Ora in this sort of like blue and white pattern, but they didn't have my size. And that was the story really with all the sort of vests and tanks that I saw. But I was quite taken with these here. I've got two more very similar ones to show you that have got the shirt attached. So it's like a jumper with the shirt collar attached there, but also the shirt tails at the bottom. This in this really their knitwear is just so soft, in this beautiful creamed sort of ribbed jumper. It's a round neck with that collar sticking out there. Again, that rib on the sleeves there, and a thick rib down the bottom. So of course this is going to give the appearance of being one of those tank top jumpers or waistcoats, but you've got the shirt attached in this sort of blue patterned cotton. There are a couple of buttons there, but you can see it then sort of disappears. And the same, it's actually attached underneath at the bottom. Oh, that's a nice detail. Little slit on the side and also that slit in the shirt. So the jumper is 87% polyester, 10% wool and 3% spandex, whilst the shirt is 60% cotton, 40% polyester. So again, it's got that wool component, and remember that shirt's not all the way underneath, so this will be in contact with your skin unless you're wearing a little camisole or vest underneath. But I love that. I thought that just saves me a job of trying to match up a shirt with a jumper. So I just love the look of this. It's sort of real preppy, isn't it? You can really get that preppy vibe there. This I picked up in an XL again, and it was £19. The last item, because it was actually quite a small haul, mainly because there just wasn't the sizes. I did see a couple of 2XLs, but I only needed the XL. And when I saw this one, this is really the image what I was looking for. I was looking for the tanks like this, so it was a bonus to find it with the shirt already attached for me. Again, this sort of cotton polyester shirt. I'll look up for the composition of the tank, but again, this one is so super soft in this grey marl with this black stripe, which is just so on trend. So the collar's attached, the sleeves are attached, and of course the shirt tails. This time the shirt tails are a little bit more pronounced, and in that more of sort of like the side seam comes up in a curve. This one again in that XL, and it was only £17, this one. And the prices of the tanks were sort of £12–15. So for £17, I don't think this was too bad. Just going to check to see if there is any wool composition in there for those people that prefer not to. No, there is no wool in this one. It's 60% polyester, 24% acrylic, 13% nylon. The shirt is 60% cotton, 40% polyester. So super soft though, and that's the feeling they get when they sort of substitute the wool for that acrylic, isn't it? Let's try them all on now and see how we get on. Okay, let's try this coat on. There. Do you know what? I'm putting it on now, although of course I haven't got a jumper or anything on, I'm feeling it's a little bit big. I've done that button up there. Sleeves definitely are going to benefit from a turn up, but I do like the length of this coat. It's certainly, it's sort of just hitting me above the knee, mid-thigh sort of area. Those sleeves are better. A couple of tacks there to keep them in place. I will try it on when I've got one of the jumpers on, I think. And I'm trying to reach into those pockets. I would prefer some side pockets. But what do you think? Bargain for £22? I think it is. Gaping a little bit there. I am beginning to think it's too big, but I will need to try it on. Now, my only reservation is I don't think I've got anything to go with this in this khaki colour. I feel I would need something else to bring it in, but is that me showing my age and my lack of on-trend styling, because I want everything to be matchy-matchy. That side vent there would sort of ease movement. Not that I'm having any trouble at all with this coat. Let's see, the shoulders do feel a little bit long there, but maybe that's the oversized style there. But for £22, it is beautiful. I might take it back. I didn't think to try it on and see if the large was going to fit me, but it definitely does feel oversized. Maybe that is the style. Next, the cream jumper with the blue collar and the bottom shirt cuffs there. I think it'd be a little bit more realistic if there had some cuffs on the end of the sleeves, but maybe it's meant to be a short-sleeved shirt underneath. Just need to pull this down a little bit. Feels quite nice and snug. The wool doesn't feel too itchy. The collar is certainly quite loose, but I haven't got the buttons done up there. Is there a buttonhole? Yes. Oh, no, it'd be fiddly to do those buttons up. I don't think they're designed to be. To pull it down, just pull it from the inside. There we go. And they just pull out from underneath. It feels quite comfortable actually. The sleeves are quite a snug, sort of tight knit. Of course, I've still got a t-shirt on underneath. I probably think I would wear a camisole. I'm not hating on this as much as I thought, but I always do like to watch the footage back to decide. I'm getting a bit close up to the camera and I'm feeling I'm a bit rectangle here with those sleeves as well. Definitely a V-neck might take away for this huge expanse of this cream here. No, I'm sort of going off this now, even though it does feel quite comfortable. Yes, I can feel the knit grazing my skin, shall we say, but it's not itchy. And those shirt tails at the back do sort of hide anything there. Shorter at the front, so I don't think I could wear this with anything that was tighter fitting than these baggy jeans from my Shein haul. Undecided. Right, just putting on this red cardigan now. I just love the colour. Let's just do this one button up and see if it's just too restrictive around the neck. No, I feel I've got plenty of room. And of course that is the fashion, isn't it? Just have that one button casually done up. This, to my mind, makes a nice little jacket, an alternative to a jacket. With that one button done up, it just sort of keeps it on the shoulders. I could do up more buttons, and the buttons are quite chunky and they're going through those buttonholes quite nicely. And again, that's another way to wear it, isn't it? With this V here, and that just shows my little red belt off quite nicely. I could easily do all the buttons up without too much worry and wear it as a jumper, as a top totally. That would certainly keep me warm. And it's such a nice length at the back. I just feel a little bit exposed over the tummy, and these are quite baggy jeans. I certainly wouldn't wear this with anything too tight fitting. It would have to be something that was quite baggy here because it is so cropped. Very nice though, very, very nice. And who doesn't need a bright red Christmas cardigan in the winter? I'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm going to get this grey and black striped tank on now with the white attached shirt features. Obviously, let's compare how I look in one of these sort of tank waistcoat features rather than the full jumper. I can tell straight away that the hem around the jumper doesn't feel as tight. The one on the cream one did feel quite tight, but maybe that's because it sort of hit me at a higher point. Yes, that collar sort of lays down nicely. The sleeves are really nice, they're really nice length, and these shirt tails that are peeking out are definitely longer. Is this one still tucked up? It is. As you can see there, covers up the bottom quite nicely, and the tummy. I don't feel quite as exposed in this one, but this is what I wanted to go and see, if this season's fashion of these sort of waistcoat sort of tank tops was going to make me look just too square. I think the sleeves give me the definition, whereas the jumper, I just looked one complete colour. I think the stripes break it up, so again, I'm not looking one complete colour. And these shirt tails poking out underneath just add that little bit of length and distract you and deceive you that it's not actually a tank waistcoat over a plain shirt. Of course, I could always tuck it under, so you have got that look of a tank top over a shirt. Keeping the back tails out maybe. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable in this one, I must say. Wasn't really what I was expecting to pick up, but I do feel a lot more. I could see this maybe for a work environment, but I would be wearing it in a much more casual vibe because I don't go to work. I've got enough commitments at home, thank you very much. Yes, I am liking this one. Very, very nice. I don't feel overwarm even though I've still got that t-shirt underneath. It's still an autumn day, although it's a miserable one. So, yes, liking this one. Well, thank you for sticking through to the end to watch the end of this video. And I hope you stay and listen to my summary, because I'm not convinced, to be perfectly honest, that these new styles do fit and flatter me. Not necessarily because of my age, but more because of my shape. Obviously, I need something that is going to be more V-necked, draw your eye down. I felt everything made me look or feel very, very square, especially with having those sort of cotton shirt collars there and then that jumper. I just felt I was a head on top of a body. It sort of robbed me of this neck. I'm going to review the footage as always to make up my final decision, but my instinct tells me that these are not for me. What do you think? Always, I'm keen to read your comments, and it would just be love to interact with you all. If you are not a subscriber, push that subscriber button. If you are, hello again. Always lovely to see you. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. Always more fashion to come. So why don't you come back, push that bell and get notified. All I have to say for now is goodbye.